This video will show you how to use Zapier to get the weather report every morning for any city and put the weather data into a Google Sheet automatically. So this will update and add rows of data every day. To use Zapier, uh, you will set up something like this three-step workflow. The first one is to get the data. The second one is to format the way that the date is displayed. And the last step is to write it to the Google Sheet. We'll do this from scratch. So let's begin from a blank Zapier. There's a few ways to get this started. The first way is actually the easiest way is to use the AI in Zapier. You can actually just type in an instruction or a prompt, and it should create this workflow for you. So let's say get today's weather and uh, add it to Google Sheet. Let's see what happens. Is it intelligent enough to create this workflow? And it might be only two steps because I didn't specify we have to format the date. You could try adding that instruction in the middle as well. So these are the two steps. All you have to do now is try it, right? So let's try it. And here, the first step, you click on the first step, is you have to type in the location, latitude, and longitude. One way to do that is you click on this underline, and from there, you click on this very small text here. You can look it up here, and I'm going to go to that page. For now, I'm going to try Boston, so I'll type in Boston and find. I have the latitude. I'm going to paste it into the latitude. I have the longitude. I'm going to paste it into the longitude field. In Fahrenheit, that's okay. And so this part is done. Let's continue to step 2. It says, we'll find today's forecast to make sure your trigger is working. We're going to test it to see if it gets any data back. And if you want to see what came back, you click on weather forecast 1, open it, and this is in Zapier showing you the actual individual data fields and values. And this looks good, actually. Keep in mind, one of the things that's not ideal is the time. This actually is the Unix way of displaying time. It's a very big number and humans cannot understand it. So we have to transform it or format it into human readable time. That's why we have step 2 for the formatter. For now, let's continue and see if this works okay. Let's continue. Now it's asking you, where should I save the data? We could save it to a Google Sheet. One question is, where's the Google Sheet? Well, the thing is we haven't created a new Google Sheet yet. So let's actually open Google Sheet and create a new one. So let's go to a Google Sheet, call this weather daily update from Zapier. You can name it whatever you want. We need some headings. So maybe the first one is the date. Second one is the temperature. Let's call this the high temperature, low, and maybe a description of the forecast, description. And we'll keep it simple. You could put other things like precipitation. There's one other thing is the icon. The icon is the image that Zapier will give us. So we'll use the icon as well. Now now that we have this, you could share it so other people can see it if you like. You don't have to because Zapier already is linked to your Google account. When you set up Zapier and your Google Sheets, it's able to access any of your Google Sheets, even if it's not public. Okay, so let's go back to Zapier and actually tell Zapier to fill in the values for each one of these cells. So going back to Zapier, we have linked my Google account. In your case, you should go through the steps to link your Google account. The action is to create, you have to scroll down a little bit, create a spreadsheet row. Okay, so that's always most likely the action we'll take for Google Sheets in most of these apps. Continue. You just have to point to the file. So the drive is always going to be drive. The spreadsheet is going to be the name that you just created. So it's the weather daily update from Zapier. So let's click on it and search. Otherwise, you probably have too many. files. So whether daily update from Zapier, this is the new one we just created a second ago. And the worksheet is going to be the sheet one because we don't have any other worksheets we made. In this next screen, we're able to actually populate each of the columns as you see here. Day corresponds to day, temp high, temp low, description icon. If I were to add another um, column, I go to say precipitation precept. Let's say precept type. Is it snow? Is it rain? Precept type. And I go to Zapier. I need to click on this refresh icon. And look, it's able to get this new column. So it's very flexible. It's instantaneously responsive to any changes you make in the Google Sheet. To add the values, you click on this, always use the plus icon. You can search. So search for day. In this case, it's called time. So I'm going to use time, Time. Don't worry about formatting it for now. I will get back to this. Temperature high, temp high. So temp max, temperature low, temperature min. Description is the first one, summary. That's actually the way the variable that's called description. In Zapier, icon is icon. So you scroll down or you search for icon. If there's too many, you can search for it. Search icon. Okay, icon's a clear day icon. And oops, I put in the wrong one, so you can delete it, you can edit it, you can type other stuff in here too if you want. Okay, icon is gonna be icon, it's here. And then the precipitation type, there's something here, you can search for it too. Precept type, it's gonna be rain. So it's gonna be raining today in Boston. Continue, test this step. The amazing thing is that if you click the test this step button, we're gonna instantaneously see the data populate. It's gonna add data. Zapier is very quick about this. So if you click on test, look at that, it just popped in. So the expectation is it's a daily weather update. So every morning around 2 a.m. or sometime while you're sleeping, Zapier is gonna update and add another row. And so therefore we have finished the basic components of this Zapier workflow. I want to help you format the date. So we're gonna add a in-between step, add step. The formatter, we're using the formatter. The formatter is going to take this long string date value and transform it into a human readable date. So the action is to, uh, let's say here, we're going to work with date and time. So choose date and time. Next. The transform is going to be the formatting. Okay, formatting. The input is what Zapier gave us. So we're going to click plus, go to the first step Zapier and find the variable time. Okay. And to which format, we're going to just select one of these. The simplest one is just the month, day, at least in the US, maybe not in Europe. It's the month, day, and year. Okay, that's fine. If you want to tweak the time zone and all this, you could, but I'm going to skip this for now. Let's continue. You can test the step now. Let's test the step and see what we get back. If you click on test, the output looks like this. Today's date, which is when I recorded the video, February 5th, 2025. Looks great. Now, how do we add it to the Google Sheet? So continue. Let's go to the next step. And this is all set up, so let's continue to the next step. When you configure, it's missing that kind of date column. So just like we did last time, we go back, we can insert in Google Sheets to the left, right between here, they format it. Actually, I rather call this the date and call this the, the Unix date, because that's the Unix format. Okay, so we have now a new column called date. Because if you move on to the next software, it's better to have the variable day as the official date. Okay, I refreshed. So I click the refresh icon. And hopefully it's updating itself. Unix day is the unreadable number. The day itself, oh, so it shifted everything. So it's actually not ideal. So we're going to cut and paste a bunch. We're going to cut all these. You can Control C, Control V, highlight, Control C, Control V. And that's what I'm doing. Do all the fields. So it's better to add at the end of the Google Sheet. But in this case, It's okay. Let's go to the Unix day stays as the Unix day, but we have a formatted day. We're going to press plus. It's not going to be in the Zapier forecast, but it's in the second one, step 2, day formatted by Zapier. Select the output, and we're pretty much done. Let's test it again. Always be testing. So right now I have this, and I'm just going to create role number 3. If I click on retest this step, let's quickly go there and see it pops in. Everything looks great. We're ready to go. We're complete with this tutorial, I believe. You publish it, and once you publish it, it's permanently gonna run because it's published every morning at some point. And if you wait a couple of days or wait until tomorrow, you'll see more data popping in, and that's very convenient. And it's a nice, simple demonstration of the power of Zapier to automate this process and generate data in the background, literally as you're sleeping. Uh, so I'll stop here and I'll record more videos in the future. So please like and subscribe.